Oh yes, it's the old Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to the CayVin universe. What do we got going on here today?
We got some spooky stuff for y'all. We also have some spooky candy. We have some spooky scenery.
Yes. And some spooky pumpkin heads.
And some spooky pumpkin head / mask. This is made entirely out of pumpkin, obviously.
Yes. So I like our wanted to go pumpkin theme. Unfortunately, there was no pumpkin big enough to fit my big old head. So I got a half pumpkin head.
We made do, but I really like this. I really like what you did here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Vinny made this for me. It's amazing.
Yeah. Speaking of because there's a typical was that the Mean Girls line that like. Halloween's the one night a year where girls can
Halloween's the one night a year that a dress can go like a total slut.
Yeah, exactly. So of course, like I said, I'm into the sexy scientist, but like, what about you? I never asked you that. If you're into any type of, not even Halloween cosplay type, not just me. Let's say, if you're most
yeah. I know that I think it's because you have like the look, like facial wise and the build for it, that if you slap on like a plaid shirt and maybe like just like some work pants or something and you're like this with like an axe.
A lumberjack.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Because you have the build and look for it, definitely.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, baby.
I can do that. No, that's awesome. No, yeah, see, I'm glad I asked that. I didn't know that. And that's, that is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Versus like you saying like, policeman or,
I know,
typical
like
firefighter.
What?
It's like, okay, where am I going to
no.
go find all that shit?
No.
But no, so what are some of your, because I don't even know nowadays, are kids trick-or-treating nowadays?
Kids are, yeah. I know trunk or treat is like a really big thing nowadays.
Okay.
People like, I guess, I mean, and honestly too, like there's so much like controversy and like, I know like literally scariness attached to like trick-or-treating nowadays. Like I remember when I was young, there was a Halloween in particular where in my neighborhood we were trick-or-treating. And we get back and like we see on the news that like 2 kids were like missing.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's like, oh shit, like I was just out there and like it happened in my neighborhood and everything. So yeah, it is kind of creepy. I think a trunk or treat's more safe.
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy how like there's always a thing to like scare kids into not wanting to trick or treat. Like when we were kids, it was like, oh, there's gonna be razor blades in your apples. Nowadays, it's there's gonna be fentanyl in the candy.
Literally.
Like what? Like yeah. So it's like I'm surprised like that tradition. It's sad, but I'm surprised that tradition hasn't been fully broken. I remember when I was a kid, see, I know I have pictures of going trick-or-treating, like when I was a baby, toddler, all that, but of course I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember on like 8, 9, 10 going trick-or-treating those years. So that was pretty cool, especially like the neighborhood across from us was like the rich neighborhood.
Oh, where you get like the full-size candy bar?
Yeah, exactly. So we were just like, you would just get the middle-class fun-size candy at our neighborhood, but we go across to the next neighborhood, we get those big candies. Those were cool.
Yeah.
But then I think it was around like 11 or 12. My dad just basically gave me an ultimatum one year. He's like, yeah, you can go get a costume and go trick-or-treating, or I can take you to Blockbuster. You can rent a movie and a game, both, because that was rare. Usually just rent a movie or just rent a game, but I could rent a movie and a game. And then he'll buy me candy there, and then I could just come home and just do that. Because I think looking back, my parents didn't let me do too much growing up, and I, would always suck. Like, they never really wanted me to go out or, never let me stay the night at a friend's house. If anything, they would be okay with friends staying over at our house.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think that's what it is. They just
same.
want, they had that fear too, just like any parent would, just wanting to keep me safe. But I was like, yeah, shoot, I don't care. Yeah, you keep me home on Halloween with candy and a game and a movie. Yeah, I'll do it. So I think that's what kind of broke the cycle for me. But what about you? Do you have any like specific memories going trick-or-treating?
No, not really. Just that like, that's what I was going to ask you too, because that's like, that was always a thing with me. Like staying out like late. Like what was like the traditional time that you like went to start trick-or-treating? Because all I remember about it is that like my mom would make us start when it was like still a little sunny outside.
Oh no, we didn't start until the street light. That was the thing. When the street lights are on, that's when you start trick-or-treating.
Okay, no. See, my mom would be like, "Oh, it's 5:30. Let's go ahead and get started." I'm
like when you come home from school or whatever, if Halloween was on a weekday, and then like an hour or two later they're ready, like, all right, let's go trick-or-treating.
Yeah, it's like I just got off school.
Who does that? You know what I mean? Like, let me chill out for a little bit, let it get dark.
Yeah, but even at that, like, we start at 5:36, and then like by 8:00, like we're like already heading back. I'm like, what?
Dang. No, to see, and the reason why I bring that up too is because I remember specifically one year Halloween was on a school day, and I stayed after school either because I had to get extra tutoring
Mm-hmm.
or I was in detention. One of the two. It was always one of the two. But I remember, yeah, it was like I stayed there till like 5,
Mm-hmm.
like 5:30, and I remember my mom driving me back, and there was people starting to trick or treat already, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" So yeah, that was your crowd.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally that's what happened.
Yeah.
Like, do you have like a favorite part, like about like if you go to like Halloween festivities, like what is like your favorite part for you? Like for me, I would say like I used to really like haunted houses,
Oh
even though
yeah.
I seem like we've been in some before
Oh
together, and
my
I
God,
seem
we
really
went to a haunted
scary.
house together, and I was literally leading the charge because all of y'all were scared. Talk about 11, grown adults.
I
We're
don't
all
think I stopped
scared.
holding on to you the entire
You
time.
literally were holding your, yeah. I don't think you saw much of the haunted house.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so. But they
I,
are still my favorite. I will still go into them.
yeah. Yeah. No, I love haunted houses. I like
Mm-hmm.
because I don't. I used to see that's the thing. It's just when I was a kid, I remember going to a haunted house. There was this haunted house, place in Houston called Phobia,
Ooh.
and that's like one of the best haunted house places in Houston, Texas. And
Mm-hmm.
it's because like I don't know how they do it now or if they're even still open, but like back then they basically had like multiple. They had like 6 or 7 different haunted houses, and like that was the point. They were each to a phobia.
Oh
Like they had an
wow.
asylum one, they had a clown house one, they had one a claustrophobia. If you're like claustrophobic, like when you're walking, everything just gets smaller and smaller. Like the
Ooh.
freaking walkways are all twisty and turning. And then of course at the end of every single one, it was like some version of a guy with a chainsaw chasing you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Chainsaw is mandatory.
Yeah, and I remember being, when I was a kid, I was that. I remember having a hoodie on and going through that haunted house. I think we went through it. It was specifically the asylum one I remember, and I
Mm-hmm.
looking down with my hoodie the whole time, and even like some of the freaking scary people were like trying to like come,
Yes.
like hey, look up.
Yes.
I think they just get to a point like you just, I was scared of things like that when I was a kid, but yeah, just like anything, you get numb to it, and now I love it because I love the like I love how what's the word? How creative people can get with
Right.
haunted
That's
houses.
very true.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what
Mhm.
I love about it. So I guess I can say now I love the art of haunted houses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like they get more extravagant over the years. Like how you said there's that popular one in Houston, there's also the popular one in San Antonio. I think it's like called 13th Floor or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
So yeah, I feel like they only get better over the years. So
Nice.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. What was some of your favorite Halloween candy growing up? Speaking of which, I can't see, but
I know.
oh, I'll look through the camera lens.
I feel
There we
like Reese's peanut butter cups were
go.
always
Oh, that's literally what I just
Oh
chose.
wow, see? Yeah, I feel like those were like mandatory, like you had to have those. And then I wasn't really like see, I'll eat the Skittles, but those were like my least favorite. Like I feel like you always had to get chocolate. Snickers. Yeah, what about yours?
I mean, Reese's. Not used to holding the mic anymore. Reese's has always been
Mhm.
top tier, but when I was a kid, I really used to love like the surprises. Like randomly, I get like a Take 5 bar and the freaking
Ooh.
candy, like little things like that, like ones you never really heard of or never really try for yourself.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the ones I like to get.
I liked to get, those like little they were like sticks. They were like white sticks. They look like little cigarettes.
Yeah,
They came in like little Spider-Man
the
boxes.
candy cigarettes. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
oh those were the bomb.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Did your parents ever take your candy?
Oh yeah. My
Yeah.
mom would like limit us.
Oh, my dad. Well, not
She
my
would keep
parents
the
wouldn't limit
bag.
us, but my dad would just get first pick. He'd come in and get all the Twix and there we go. He'd
All the
get all
good
the
stuff?
Twix and Snickers.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the good stuff.
Well, no, because like they'd get like the Three Musketeers and the Milky Way. I didn't like those, so I was
Oh,
like,
I love
yeah,
Three Musketeers.
you can have all of those. So that was cool. He took all the some of
Yeah.
the ones I didn't like.
If I find almond joy in my Butterfingers in my candy, just throw them away.
Butterfinger's all right, but it's just you got to be in a very special mood for it.
Yeah, like the mood to break your teeth.
You're gonna scrape at your teeth. For 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What else? Oh man, the paint is still wet.
What about what were like your favorite Halloween movies to watch? Like younger.
I really like growing up watching like Halloween like shows, like when a certain show you're into had a Halloween special, like Us. I love that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like I always like to watch The Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, because those are. I mean, any horror movie is good to watch on Halloween. I feel like we said this before. It's deja vu, but
We probably talked about this last Halloween.
yeah, exactly. But like, I guess Halloween would be a Halloween specific horror movie. That's always a good one to watch. For some reason, I remember watching Jason a lot during Halloween. So I guess that's
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of like the same as you.
Mm-hmm.
We're hey.
Yeah.
But which one is the one? I feel like there was a specific Halloween movie we'd always watch every year. Kind of like Christmas. We'd always watch a Christmas Story. That was like our thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of it now.
I'm not sure. See, I would watch a lot of non-traditional. I would watch a lot of like Disney Channel Halloween movies because that's the kind of kid that I was.
Yeah.
Disney Channel. If you're a Disney Channel kid, you know all about like Twitches, Halloween Town, Don't Look Under the Bed, Under Wraps. Under Wraps, my favorite, the one about the mummy.
Wow.
Yeah, and I literally was just thinking about watching it, and it's not on Disney Plus. They have like the remake one. It's like, what? I don't want to see that shit.
See, I want to say it was either Creep Show or Tales from the Crypt. It would come on
Tales
Halloween.
from the Crypt. That's the one with like that. I don't even know what he is,
The Crypt Keeper
right?
that looks like the freaking, the lady from, even worse than the lady from the movie yesterday, Barbarian. You saw the movie Barbarian?
Guys, we watched Barbarian.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what'd you think about that?
Baby.
Oh, yeah.
I just like the way that she said that. So you gotta watch it, but it is just like, so it's about like this Airbnb, like this chick shows up and she ends up having to share the Airbnb with this one guy played by Bill Skarsgård, who actually produced the movie, right? You saw him in the credits. Yeah. Somehow
they end up booking the same Airbnb on the same night.
Mm-hmm. Airbnb same night. The neighborhood is like sketch to begin with. It looks abandoned. This is like the only house standing. And basically just like what lurks in the basement is really, really actually kind of terrifying. You never think that you'd have to deal with something like that. And the story behind it too was really, really interesting.
Yeah, it is a really good story. So yeah, I mean, the movie's called Barbarian. I mean, obviously, it's some kind of I don't know how do you even describe her. That's the thing. Hills Have Eyes meets the Crypt Keeper.
Yep.
Just think about that.
I like that.
Yeah,
it's definitely.
But just the meaning behind it, like, I'm not gonna spoil nothing.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to do either.
But mini spoiler alert, maybe mini spoiler alert. So please, fast forward real quick, 30 seconds if you don't want to hear the end. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was kind of sad. I kind of felt bad. I felt bad for this creature lady at the end.
Yeah.
It was kind of sad, but it's a good story. Like, that's what I mean. It's a good story along with all the horror.
Yeah, when you realize like why it is that she is and is the way that she is, I guess you can say. Really pretty depressing.
Yeah. Well, and spoiler alert.
Yeah. So you just gotta watch it.
Yeah, what are some other? I mean, of course, we watched. like I was saying last week, Halloween Ends.
Yes.
If you want to hear what I had to say really about Halloween Ends, I kind of said it last week, but this week, all I'm gonna say is, if you didn't like Halloween Ends, watch Halloween H2O, because Halloween H2O is literally a kind of an alternate version of how it would end with Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, watch Halloween H2O, and tell me if this movie's good or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you watch Halloween H2O, you'll be like, oh, Halloween Ends wasn't that bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. H2O.
Yeah.
We've also been watching like a lot of like Netflix shows too, like to get into the season. Been watching like The Watcher. If you haven't seen The Watcher yet, the ending was pretty like pretty disappointing, I guess. I would say that the ending was not that good.
Why? Was Watcher based on a true story?
It was based on a true story, and I literally remember when I started watching it, I watched it in the entire night. Like, I binge watched it, all 7 episodes in one night, and it was pretty upsetting to find out. I mean, this is not really a spoiler because you can look online and find this, whatever, but that still to this day, the Watcher case has never been solved. And that's like unsolved mysteries too. It's just like you get to the end, it's like this case has never been solved. You
get so disappointed when you tell me, like, man, I'm mad. I'm like, why? Because I got to the end of this case and it's never been solved. Well, the thing is called unsolved mystery.
I know, I do it to myself. But yeah, back to the Watcher. It's just like the story behind like this guy just like stalking this family, obsessed with these houses, and it's just like I don't understand why this family spent $7,000 on security cameras for their home, and they didn't install one on the damn mailbox.
Right, you would think.
Like,
or just wait out there.
Yeah, so he would leave the letters in the mailbox. It's just like, what? Or like at least have cameras facing the mailbox. And not once through the entire show after they got those cameras installed did they check them when shit was going down. So I'm so confused on that. So they could have done a lot better. But overall, it was still good.
You know what else is really good? Dahmer. I mean, I know everyone's
Oh,
already talked
yes.
about that to death, but we hadn't talked about it. So
No,
just
we
real
have
quick, I
not.
mean,
Evan Peters did
exaggerated but
amazing.
good. Yeah, that's because we all know the Jeffrey Dahmer story, and I know people are hating. Like all these, like little teenagers, whatever, think they're all into Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like let them. Like
Yeah.
they're just like they're just getting into the world. They're just discovering things. Like there was a time when we Jeffrey Dahmer. When did he die? Like in the 90s?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. See, so there was a time when we grew up and we discovered Jeffrey Dahmer and we're into it. Like let these kids be into it.
Yeah.
Not idolize him though.
Right.
That's a different story.
Right.
But if they're interested in the topic, let them be interested in the topic.
Mhm.
I saw people like dogging young people for like, oh, you didn't know about Jeffrey Dahmer? Well, yeah, they weren't fucking here. You know what I mean?
Another thing too is it's like I lost my train of thought.
But no, just the whole point for us, because like I said, we knew the story,
Mhm.
is just like how good Evan Peters did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're not wanting people to get in the spirit around Halloween, don't release it around Halloween then, because that's just gonna be on like people's it's gonna be on people's mind. Like, oh, I just saw Dahmer. Let me dress up as him. But
Yeah, see, that's the part people are having a problem with.
exactly.
But, yeah, I don't really know.
I don't really think I have an opinion on that. I don't know.
I don't either, because it's like, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it would never cross my mind to dress up like a serial killer. So,
Mm-mm.
and just things like that, it just doesn't cross my mind enough to have an opinion.
Right.
I guess.
Right. Right. I definitely get that.
Because at the end of the day, like, I mean, we're native, and people dress up as freaking Sacagawea and shit, and I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. People. I was a Native American one year.
Oh,
for
see?
Halloween.
Well, that would be on par with you.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I am.
actually, would it? Would it, because you didn't know you were native at that time?
That's true.
So at that
I
time,
was,
you were
like, in high
culturally
school.
appropriating before you knew you had that culture.
Okay, well, you know what? Looking back, I wasn't in the wrong, so
Yeah.
maybe it was like in my heart I knew.
Yeah, just it's Halloween, just have fun, and just
Mhm.
don't if you have a costume that says, this might make me look like a douchebag, then just don't do it. But then again, we said, girls have, if it's okay for girls to dress how they want for Halloween, then why can't a dude be like, hey, this is gonna, what's the opposite of, what a girl would be,
Right.
A dude would be like super scary or super, I don't know, douchey.
Yeah.
So yeah, let him just douchey.
Yeah. Slutty for the females and douchey for the males.
Yes, I wanted you to say it because I didn't want to have to say it. It's better if you say it.
Yeah.
Nobody listens enough to care anyway.
Yeah.
We're having fun here, people. Comedians.
Yeah,
No, I'm just,
we also
I'm gonna stop doing that.
We also just really recently watched Sinister.
We'll
With Bagul over here. Yeah, we did rewatch it. Yeah, it's just I feel like that's just like a must because the story behind it. Ethan Hawke is just so good. We also watched Black Phone. That was like a month or two ago.
Oh yeah, Black Phone was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ethan Hawke is just really good in horror movies. I feel. Get some of my drink. What are you eating over there?
Skittles.
Nice.
No, that was a good movie, and I feel like we watched something else recently, didn't we? We didn't watch another horror movie. We watched some Final Destinations. We had a marathon on one night.
Oh yeah, with yeah. Which one's your favorite one?
Well, the recording cut off.
I
This
know.
is ironic. This happened last year during Halloween.
It is. I think it's just like this what am I trying to say?
Spookiness.
The spooky spirits.
All the auras in the air.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it caught it before we cut off. But we were talking about Final Destination. You're asking me my favorite one. I think it would have to be the third one with the roller coaster.
The roller coaster one.
Because that's when because the most gnarliest one for me that scared me at a time, because I would work out in gyms a lot.
Oh.
In time of my life, is that the one where that guy gets his head crushed in the gym?
In the gym?
Oh.
I don't remember.
In the gym and those swords are coming down. You think the swords are gonna come down, and he's like, "Come on!" And then the swords cut the cable, and the thing goes.
Oh, you know what? I think it was that one. I thought you were talking about the gymnastics one.
Yeah, that's
that
like
one's
the
during
fourth one, right?
Yeah, that one's during the race car.
The race car one.
That's the race car one.
That's when it kind of fell off, but
yeah,
that scene was gnarly though too.
You think they'll remake it? Remake one? Because
I'm sure. I'm sure. Like, I mean, they might as well. They can reboot the season if they want to just keep going. Yeah, they can go either way with it.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite?
I think, see, I can't think of them all in my head. You know what? I think it
Airplane, has to be... traffic, highway, roller coaster, race car, and what was the next one? There was one after that.
I can't remember the fifth one was no.
Yeah.
I can't remember the fifth one.
Airplane, traffic, roller coaster, race car. What was the fifth one?
freak. I don't know.
Oh.
But I'm gonna say that my favorite one was the second one.
Oh, yeah. The second one was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the one where the chick gets freaking. Well, it's a highway, and then the chick with the tanning booth. That's
yes,
the worst
the
one.
tanning booth.
That's the worst one in that one.
The one where he's at the dentist, and you think he's gonna die in the dentist chair.
Oh yeah.
And then it actually ends up being outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he gets that thing crushed on him.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. That's freaking crazy. But the second one ends stupid.
Oh, the fifth one? Yes. The fifth one is the bridge. The bridge in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I really watched that one in full.
I don't think I did either.
No.
But I think that's the same one where somebody dies like on an escalator.
Mm.
That's creepy. When they like get stuck in the escalator.
I've seen that scene.
Uh-huh.
We got to rewatch that. We also got to watch Sinister 2. I know Sinister 2 wasn't as good as the first one, but
I heard it was bad.
Didn't check. Yeah, it's not as good. Ethan Hawke's not in it, of course, but the cop is from the first one apparently. The guy who plays
the same guy from It.
From It, yeah.
Oh wow,
exactly. It's another good one. I feel like It would be a good Halloween movie. We should watch that because it's kind of like like Pennywise is kind of cosplaying himself.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the original one?
Oh yeah, with what's his name?
What's his name?
Same guy from he was in Wishmaster or Dream Master. Forget which movie. Freaking God, I forget his name. He was in Home Alone.
Literally, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, "Oh."
Yes. But he's the original It was good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think the original It holds up?
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. There we go.
Yes, the original It. I mean, I think it was good for the time that it was around because you know how older movies back in the day, like the original Amityville Horror, that one's creepy.
Well, it wasn't a movie either. It was like a show special that they did. It was like a 4-series special they did.
What?
It.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a movie.
Yes, you know what? You're right because I used to have it on. I had it on DVD or VCR. I don't even remember.
And
but
it was like it's broken up.
It's broken up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just like Titanic. I know it's not a Halloween movie, but Titanic's broken up too.
I will say it probably still holds up because, and for me too, like I like that horror clown juggalo theme. And
Clowns.
yet there's like parts of that movie that Tim Curry freaks me out, like the part when he like comes through the freaking shower thing,
yes,
and he's just like, hey,
hey,
Georgie.
Oh yeah, because it's the shower like at the school, right?
Yeah, that's when he's talking to the big what's his name, Ben. I think it's Ben.
I think it is Ben.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, it's a good one. Now I want to watch that.
Oops, sorry, that was my shoe. My shoe fell off.
Yeah, so you got any other? I know you've written some other things down for horror movies. Any other ones?
We watched Saw. We rewatched Saw.
Oh yeah, Saw.
Saw 3. That's your favorite,
Saw
right?
3 is my favorite one.
I think Saw 3 is my favorite also.
I've said before,
and I like Jigsaw too.
Yeah, I said before that Leatherface was my favorite like horror movie type villain, but because I didn't really conclude Saw as like a horror movie. I saw it more like a like a gory type movie. But I guess Saw, you would put him in. After looking back now, I'm like, yeah, it's a horror movie. That's good. So I would change it. I think Jigsaw is my favorite horror villain. Saw is my favorite horror franchise.
Yeah.
Of course, Texas Chainsaw second. Bless you.
Thank you.
What about you? I know you like Nightmare on Elm Street. Has that changed from last year?
No, Freddy Krueger is my favorite. You said you called him a villain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Freddy Krueger is my favorite villain. And,
but talk about don't hold up. I feel like those movies, you go back and watch them now, they're corny.
Yes. And even the remake was so bad, I feel.
Yeah.
It was like in 2013.
Oh, with but that remake could have been good, but everyone just gets, bless you, everyone gets caught up on, like, same thing with the Joker, like, oh no, you can never have another Joker ever in the history of Earth just because Heath Ledger was so good. It's like,
Robert Englund can't.
Okay, Robert, like we said, like, horror icon, like, huge for the time, but if you release Nightmare on Elm Street, those same exact movies today, it'd get freaking 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. All right, it was great for the time, but I feel like it doesn't hold up. So if it doesn't hold up, then let there be a fucking remake. You know.
But the one that was in the remake in 2013 for Nightmare on Elm Street, he didn't even look right. Like, they made him look so bad.
Well, he looked like more of a burned victim. He looked like a ghoul from Fallout.
Oh, well, you know what? Is because that was the whole thing. Remember, because he played he was actually like a daycare worker who molested like the kids or whatever.
Well, that's the whole origin of Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
like, that's the real origin of Freddy Krueger. That's why you never see him in adult dreams.
Right. Yeah. So then he he got burned. So.
Yeah, but they made him look more like a radiation, burn than fire burn. Yeah, so that was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Jigsaw has to be the best.
Yeah. All the Chuckies. That's my favorite
I was
franchise.
just gonna say, I think Chucky is the rather than because like Jigsaw's good, but Jigsaw hadn't been around too long.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're talking about most iconic villain,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna give it to Leatherface, but no, Chucky. Chucky has to be the most iconic horror villain because like just think of the story alone, like this freaking a guy that freaking transferred his soul into a doll and then he's
Mm-hmm.
still a murderer. Like it's
Literally.
crazy. You think he want to start a new life, but no,
Right?
he's still a psycho. But don't it happen,
Yeah.
Chucky? Didn't I freaking did he sign something for me? The original guy who voices Chucky.
Oh. Yeah, right there.
Where?
There it is. Yeah. Check it out, guys.
Oh yeah.
The
Just
good
thanks to
guy,
my brother,
Chucky.
he got me this.
Yeah.
I didn't meet him, but he got this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says two Vinny friends from the end. Oh,
Friends
it
till
wasn't
the
Chucky.
end.
It was a guy who played Andy. Well, that was a bomb.
Oh.
It's a kid who played Andy, but nonetheless,
Still really cool.
Chucky's cool.
Yeah, still really cool. And I love how Chucky's like a like that's where you can get like a funny in it.
Yeah,
You know, because Chucky makes you laugh sometimes.
yeah, but it's not like the first three Chuckies are probably actually scary. But then
Mhm.
once you get the Bride and Chucky was kind of like in between because Bride and Chucky still had his moments and it was kind of Bride and Chucky was more cool than it was scary because it kind of was like more of a cool like story. See, I always look for the horror story in the movie because anyone can do a horror movie. Anyone can do a movie that's blood and guts and chillers chasing you and screaming and nastiness. People think that just because you have a woman screaming for 5 minutes, that's not scary. Like that one fucking movie like just because she's screaming for 5 minutes, that's not a horror movie. You know,
We
just because
literally had to stop the movie, pause the movie, so you could take a minute.
yes, because literally she's screaming for 5 minutes. What
He's
movie was
talking
that?
about Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Yeah.
Terrible. And then movies that think that like people throwing up or just
Oh.
old lady eating soup and throwing up or something all over herself
Uh-huh.
is horror. That's not horror. You're just trying to anyone could do that.
Right.
But I really like certain storylines, and that's why Bride of Chucky is actually it's not really.
I like Seated Chucky because her baby's so cute.
That's what I mean. Bride of Chucky was like in between horror, still horror, but kind of on the fence of comedy. And then they just fell off the edge with Seed of Chucky.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
I don't know. This pumpkin is squishing my brain. I don't even know what I'm thinking anymore.
Jesus.
I don't want any more candy.
Yeah. I'm almost done with these Skittles. Do you want some Skittles? Because you know me, I'm not like I only eat certain color Skittles.
No, I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just give me what you don't.
Yeah.
What you don't want. Well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good combo here. Any more Halloween questions you can think of before we get into some Halloween?
I do have a few scary Halloween vids.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Before we get into any scary version of Mushroom Galaxy.
Scary edition.
Yeah. Any other question do we got?
I don't know.
Favorite?
Oh, I do have one thing.
What?
It just came to my mind. Have you ever had like a scary dream over and over and over in your lifetime? Like you have the same dream. I haven't had it in a while, but I used to.
No, just me. It's just like, yeah, it's just different experiences, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, in my childhood home where I lived, my next door neighbor was an old man.
You told me this. This is good.
An old man that, and like even if my brothers and like my mom are watching this, they're gonna know because he never liked us. His house was like always super scary. Like his backyard looked like a jungle, like a forest. Like so, my mom would call sometimes because she just didn't like the way it looked because our fences were kind of low, so we can see in there and stuff. And we never really saw him, but when we did see him, like he was just a grumpy old man. But to the point where like when I was younger, he like would legitimately scare me, and I actually had nightmares about him. He would
like multiple nightmares.
Multiple nightmares. He would like come into our house and he would like chase us around. And then there was at one point where like we were like in this like it looked like a warehouse type thing, and he's literally like chasing us around like with a knife. Like whoa. Yeah. So like he like legitimately scared me, and rest in peace. He later died just like a few, actually maybe like 5 to 10 years ago. He just recently passed away, but he had no family, right? And it was more of like a welfare check, but he laid in his house for like a week before somebody found him.
Oh, that's always sad.
Yeah, it is. But
Damn.
he was just.
And it was not confirmed he was any type of creep or nothing.
No, not that like we ever
What if
knew,
he was?
but
What if
maybe
he was doing some type
maybe
of, like,
there was a
voodoo
reason
shit?
why. Mm-hmm.
What if he's doing some type of voodoo shit to get in your dreams?
Oh my god, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Did he die before? I was gonna. Well, you kind of answered that, but I was gonna ask, did he die before or after you had those dreams? Because if he died after,
Oh no, he was very much alive when I had those dreams, which would
Wow.
make me more scared when I saw him.
Wow.
What is this?
What?
You see this?
The freaking Skittles DNA.
Yeah, literally. What the
Whoa.
heck?
What was your favorite Halloween costume growing up? Like, did you have one specific year where you had a favorite Halloween costume?
Man, I don't think so. Not that I can think of, honestly.
I wish I had the pictures, because, see, that's why it's going to be so much easier when our kids, when we have kids and they're older. It's like, they're going to be like, hey, do you have that picture? I'll just be, oh, let me look in, my phone or my Google Drive or something.
Yes.
Here's a picture.
I want to have a photo album of, like, every year.
Because I know yeah, exactly. I know if I go through old pictures that we have from,
yeah,
how we used to have to do it, I can find it. But I know
yeah.
there was 1 year when I was, I think I was Scorpion and JR was Sub-Zero.
Oh, cool. From Mortal Kombat?
We were kids, yeah.
Cool.
I had to been like maybe 5, 6. So he was like 8 or 9.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that was my favorite. What was yours?
I said I didn't have one because I couldn't think of one.
Well, I was giving you more time to think, but
Oh, no. Like, you can give me all night.
like a princess, were you a witch? Anything?
I'm sure. Yeah, I was all of those. I was Princess Jasmine one year for from Aladdin. I definitely was a witch. I was the Native American. I was I think 1 year I was like Velma from
Ooh.
Scooby Doo.
I'd like to see you do that again.
I think you want sexy Velma.
Yeah.
I think you want whore Velma.
Yeah, that's right. What I'm saying, it's Halloween, baby. No, that's good. That's good.
So yeah.
Favorite Halloween snack other than candy?
I
mean, it has to just be candy, right?
Right.
Like, is
candy.
there anything specific else that Yeah, like, that's the thing. There's no, like, other than candy, there's no, like, actual food ritual for
That's
Halloween.
true.
Is there, like, even Christmas, some people still do a ham or turkey or something, but no one really does, like, we need, like, a special, like, I believe turkeys, Thanksgiving, ham is Christmas. What do you need you need something for Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween needs its own, like, staple.
Well, do you remember
Brisket Halloween?
Brisket
That's Halloween in Texas.
Yeah. Do you remember it was like a year or two, it was the year that you were Wolverine when we were together, just a few years ago.
Oh, like didn't
you like shaved your beard and everything for it. It was so cool. But yeah, you remember I made some like Halloween themed snacks. I made like quesadillas with like pumpkin.
Yes, you
with, like,
did.
Pumpkin
That was amazing.
Faces, yeah.
I remember now. I like visually remember eating that.
Yeah, the quesadilla pumpkins.
Yeah.
So yeah, something like that would be cool. Like just on like on
pumpkin finger foods.
Pumpkin finger foods, yeah. And then you know how like at like the HEB or Walmart even you could get like the pumpkin cookies, the pumpkin sugar cookies.
Yeah.
With like the orange, sprinkles on it. That was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Now I'm hungry.
I know, right? I'm hungry too.
Speaking of, well, I guess this year for Halloween we're doing Halloween ribs.
Yeah, we are having Halloween ribs.
So yeah, that'll be good.
They're almost done, or they'll be done when we're done here.
Oh yes. So yeah, I'm hungry and my brain is getting
Squished.
crushed as we speak. So let's get into some Halloween edition Mushroom Galaxy.
So Halloween spookiness. Okay. Okay, or we can stop and read this. So, vampire caught on camera. These men were truly terrified of what they had just captured. A bat flew into my room. We tried to capture it by using a sheet. What happened next was shocking.
No, Stuart, wait, you're gonna hit the spotlight. Wait, come round. Ooh. Whoa! It's gone down to the court, Stuart, steady. Oh no, it's right off! Ah!
Okay.
You think that was real?
I mean, no.
But how'd they pull that off then?
I don't know. Whoa. I mean, that's the thing nowadays. Like, editing has gotten so good. Like,
He got freaked out though.
Wait, go back and pause it when it stands up.
So he sets it down and then, or he puts the thing over it. And
Wait, keep going.
oh,
Right there. Okay, keep going and do it like another 2 seconds. Okay, so explain for the audio listeners. So yeah, like you said, this guy tried to throw a towel.
they're trying to catch a bat.
Yeah, and they're throwing a blanket over a bat, which obviously looks like a face. I'm gonna say it looks like a fake bat at first. But they threw it over the bat, and then all of a sudden, this, it's like a person under the sheet. But
Yeah.
this part freaks me out right here. Is you paused it, and it really looks like there's like nothing.
It doesn't look like there's anything under.
Yeah,
the
you
sheet.
would see feet or limbs or something.
It looks like in a way that
It looks like it's over.
Vampires are real. That it made itself like transform, and it's gonna say it at the end here. But they ran out of the room because apparently they were freaked out. Ran back. The sheet's just laying on the floor, and the bat's suddenly gone.
Of course.
So.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Could be being held up by a string right there. I think editing's gotten so good, but the way that's filmed, I don't know. That might be, but
Yeah. No sign of the bat or the figure.
Okay, we didn't return for a good 20 minutes. No, that's when you go get like a weapon or something, and then go over there and see what's going on. Like, hey, go get one of those batons, those things you make tortillas with. That's what they should have done. The steak.
The roller? Or the steak is what you need.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So this is captured on a Ring doorbell.
What was that?
That's kind of creepy. She's saying, "Let me in," and
Wait,
she's
did you hear that
knocking
outside?
on the door. No.
That was weird.
Oh my god.
I just heard something like it sounded like something dropped outside.
Oh my god.
We'll check it out in a second.
Okay. But yeah. And then that was captured on the Ring doorbell as well.
Huh.
Along with all the sounds. You hearing what she was saying,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like let me in and like sounding like a freaking.
Yeah, she sounded like she's knocking. And then that's what showed up on the Ring doorbell.
I mean, could be people pranking, but
oh my
they
god, you're being so sour about all of this.
No, I'm not trying to be sour. Just because like maybe it's me because we fall for things like this all the time, and then like other people come out on social media like they're the smartest fucking people in the world. They're like, oh, that was fake. You didn't know that was fake. How dare you? It's like, okay, like shit. So at least now I'm trying to keep an open mind.
Right.
But yeah, that is freaky nonetheless.
Yeah.
It reminds me of what was it? Was it Black Mirror? Or was it 2 Sentence Horror Stories? The one with the Ring doorbell, where the Ring doorbell could like make the ghosts come back.
That was oh my god, what was that? Oh god, what was that? I don't think it was 2 Sentence.
I thought it was 2 Sentence Horror Stories.
No, because I think it was.
It wasn't Black Mirror.
Okay.
Is there another version? Was it? It wasn't Love, Death, and Robots.
No. Oh my god, I cannot remember. It was like but I know what you're talking about. So like it's something shows up on the Ring doorbell and it turned and the
it was American Horror Stories.
Yes.
With an S.
Yes, American Horror Stories. You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It was gonna drive me crazy if I didn't remember. But yeah, it was like the Ring doorbell. There was somebody in it, and then anytime they'd open the door, like he was gone. But the point is, you'd have to invite them in, and when they invite them in, they like can make themselves seen.
Like and like be physical.
Uh-huh.
But like it's like the Ring doorbell summon ghost.
Yes.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah. Oh yeah. Got your sound there. I know.
Oh, I think you got me. Nope. I'm not gonna even comment on that if that was real fake, because you literally just awakened a fear from when I was a child.
Mine too.
I was gonna ask you too. What is the one like myth, urban legend that scared you? This scared the shit out of me. I used to lay in bed thinking I'm gonna hear her crying outside my window.
Yes.
Like, this scared the shit out of me.
Yes.
I got chills.
I know, so did I. I think it's because we definitely share that share that fear. I definitely she freaked me out.
And I didn't even watch the movie. You've seen it, right?
I seen the movie. It wasn't that good. Yeah. No. It didn't really it wasn't that good. But I wouldn't want to see a movie that's good for her.
That's true, because that already
Ooh. I know. Just move on.
This one will actually make you laugh. So yeah, let's play that one.
This one, okay.
This is you in the haunted house. No, you're not that bad. You'd never be that bad.
No, that was not. Yeah. Wow, that's actually pretty funny though. She couldn't get out fast enough.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
What the fuck? Is that a Demogorgon?
I have no idea, but it was like floating, and they're like talking a different language. I feel like that's where like stuff goes down. It don't happen in America. It happens in other places, because that's creepy.
Yeah.
Look outside your window and see that.
What?
If it even is, I know now I'm getting on the train if it's real or not.
But still, I mean, still freaky. If
Definitely
if
freaky.
It's real, then great editing.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So,
I mean, if it's not real, great editing, but you know what I meant.
Right. So this one's actually kind of freaky. You're gonna have to listen.
One woman in the Philippines discovered this on Mother's Day weekend when her son took a selfie video, and the ghost of her mother, his grandmother, popped in. Mother's Day weekend. That's 2018 in San Jose, the Philippines. While Teresa Ocampo cooks dinner, her young son entertains himself by taking selfie videos with her phone.
Side by side of what she looked like.
Hours later, with her son in bed, Teresa nonchalantly reviews the selfies and sees this. In the foreground, her son, and right next to him, her mother, who had died a year earlier. The figure maneuvers in and out of the shot for several seconds, the boy seemingly unmoved by her appearance behind him, before the footage ends. The photo to the right shows her mother when she was alive, and the resemblance is undeniable.
My name is Teresa Ocampo. I examined it closely. The face really was that of my mother. I was so scared that I couldn't talk anymore.
Yeah, like I said, beautifully scary.
Beautifully scary, for sure. I can definitely agree with that. Just
Whoa.
and then like the little boy, like completely unfazed.
Like she's always chilling with him.
Right? Like he's used to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's so crazy. And of course, in the Philippines, like...
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like that stuff would happen. I feel like that stuff all happens here too, but our culture is just so, taught to not really believe in that, I guess.
Right.
Or pay any mind to it. That anyone that says, oh, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, that didn't happen, or it was this, or like I said, like we were doing earlier, like that's our culture as just living in America. Is like we're always trying to find how are you screwing us? How is this fake? We're so used to being lied to. We're so used to everything being fake that we're always trying to find bullshit. It's like the not a Halloween show, but it's like Loki. That was the downfall of the Lokis. They're always bullshitting and lying and mistrusting people, that when it comes to the time for them to trust someone, they can't.
Yep.
Because that's what they're used to.
Yeah,
you know, they're so used to screwing people over. So anytime there's something on the other end for them, they're like, hey, how are you screwing me over?
Yep.
And that's why nothing happens here. That's why the aliens won't visit us.
Right. We're so quick
Except
to deny.
for Cosmo here.
Yeah, Cosmo.
Cosmo's reborn.
Where's actual Cosmo, though? He's missing.
He's up there.
Oh.
Not in heaven, but in the...
No. You go, he's up there.
Not in heaven or space, but in the cabinet.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was it. So.
That was it.
Yep.
Dud.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding. No, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I hope it wasn't
really
a dud
fun.
episode. Really tried.
Yeah. Vinny crushed his brain for this.
Yes. Crushed my brain. I'm losing oxygen as we speak.
Oh, my God.
I've been smelling rotting pumpkin. No, it's not rotting yet. It still smells good in here. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fresh
Cool.
pumpkin.
But yeah,
That's
Halloween. This will be out for Halloween.
Yeah, this will be out hopefully in time for Halloween. So
yeah,
it's good. We're gonna eat some Halloween ribs, eat some Halloween candy.
Yep.
We'll probably watch. What do you want to watch? So we said it, but I
yeah,
don't know. Probably watch it. That'd be a good one.
we could.
We
or
watched.
Split.
What did we watch yesterday? Oh, Barbarian. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, we watched Barbarian. Maybe Split.
Oh, Split. What's? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, Split.
The from Saw.
What do you mean?
Is it called Split?
You're thinking of Split. You're thinking of that movie with freaking where the dude is captures those women and has those multiple personalities. You're thinking of Spiral.
Oh,
Yeah, but when you said Split, it made me think of Glass. I mean, we never saw Glass.
oh
That's
yeah, we did never see Glass.
supposed
The
to be
second one.
Yeah.
I said Split. I meant what'd you say? What's it called?
Spiral.
Spiral.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can watch that.
Yeah,
That'd be
cool.
good.
Nice.
Yeah. Any favorite horror games before we go? Because like I said, we're not a gaming podcast, but I would at least talk a little. Now that I'm getting more into gaming, I would at least talk a little about something.
Yeah.
Gaming at the end of our shows.
I am in the middle of Evil Within.
Evil Within.
I
Yeah.
haven't gotten back to it, but I definitely started it.
That'll be perfect.
Yeah.
For you. And then I guess Resident Evil is always a good go-to Halloween game. For scary game.
We completed Resident Evil 4 together, right?
Yeah. There's a new freaking game. Oh, what's it called? There's a new game on Xbox Game Pass. And Scorn. Type in Scorn real quick.
Scorn.
Oh, you can't. You
I don't have the thingy.
Anyway, yeah. If y'all are into gaming, I want to look up a freaky scary game. Look up Scorn. I need to show you this because you might be into it. It's basically like Evil Within, but instead of being in Earth, you're like playing the whole game in hell.
Oh,
there's like a bunch of, it's like scary in a way of like creepy creatures and shit like that, like barbarian type shit.
Yeah, we're gonna look it up right now.
So yeah, if you're looking for a good Halloween game, check out Scorn. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy y'all's Halloween. Hope y'all stay safe and have some fun. Whatever you got to do.
For sure.
And what do you got to say, babe?
Just make it a good holiday.
Yeah. All right. Well, happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye. Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
Oh, my brain.
My cane eyes.
Right? I like them.